It was a bright day on the weekend. I was looking forward to see my family that cold morning of autumn. So my parents and I drove for 3 hours into this little town in the middle of nowhere, where my extended family lived. While we were driving, you could see an amazing view. When we finally arrived, it was the middle of the day. They were happy to see us. We were very happy to see them, as we have not spoken for a long time, mainly due to distance. This was a time where there were no phones. As the hours went by, and it was getting darker and darker, you could tell that something was not well, but you could not tell what. When the night finally arrived, we were excited because our aunt, who was known to be a little bit of a witch and liked dark books, was always the one encouraging us to tell horror stories just for fun. So when the time finally arrived, we went out into this big space full of trees. We went and sat down under the biggest tree of all, in the middle of the dark, with just a tiny light in the middle. We started telling our stories, and as time went by, the atmosphere was changing. It was finally my turn to tell my story. As when I did, I noticed that there was something at the distance. I noticed there was something off in the middle of the trees. And the atmosphere was getting very heavy and bizarre. You can tell there was something wrong. No, you can feel it. I started to be afraid. We were all afraid. We tried to ignore this, despite what was going on. And as we continue on, we noticed that there was no air anywhere around but the tree that we were sitting under. But how was this possible? How is it possible that there was no air anywhere in this big space but the tree that we were sitting under? What was causing this? We asked ourselves. There was a legend that it was bad luck to sit under the biggest tree in the middle of the night telling these type of stories, as it was related to witchcraft. We were terrified, so we ran away from the tree. We were trying to get into the house, and as we were moving towards it, all the air was following us. We noticed this immediately. It was following our steps. It was really scary. And when we finally reached the house, it felt like something really big was running behind us. I saw that it was moving the trees as if it was this gigantic monster. What was this terrifying experience about? We had no answer for that at all. We wanted to know, but we were also terrified to find out the answer. We saw each other with a lot of questions. Our faces were in shock. As little kids in the middle of the night, being chased by an invisible force, it's terrifying. But that is a mystery, an unsolved mystery that we don't know anything about.